Right, folks, we are going to be making a beautiful pot today. The pot that I'm making is called a Hypertufa, and it's a natural pot. It's a pot that breathes on its own, so it doesn't require immense drainage because they're just so simple and easy. They're great for bonsai, succulents, herbs, you name it, you can put them in there, and it really is easy to do. Come along and I'm going to show you how. This is all you're going to need, guys. The three major ingredients: some cement, all right, some vermiculite. This is the shiny stuff over here. And over here is some peat. Nice and easy, three simple ingredients, and you want them in equal quantities. So it's 1 part peat, 1 part cement, and 1 part vermiculite. And that's whatever your measurement is. If it's a trug as your part, so then you're going to fill it up, you want 1 part of that. If it's going to be a scoop, then that's what you need. All right, I'm using a trug to mix it all in together. We've got some water, and of course we've got whatever our mold is going to be. And here we're going with a rectangular shape. So to get started, nice and easy, we're taking 1 part of each and I'm popping it straight into the trug. All right, guys, once this is in, then just give it a good mix. I much prefer to get my hand stuck in here. Just mix it up till you cannot see the individual components. All right. Okay, once we've mixed it in together, make a little well in the center and then start adding small amounts of water. Now, guys, don't mess it up here. You want to add little bits at a time, because if your mixture is too sloppy, it's not going to do what it needs to do. There we go. So you can see by my consistency, guys, that I can still make a ball. It's not that dry or that wet that I'm unable to form it into an absolute ball. And that is important because when we start packing it in there, if it's too sloppy, it's just going to slide down the sides. Okay, so get that over there. Take whatever your container is. All right, plastic is best because it just helps with that separation. What we do to help this process along is we've got a bit of release oil. But guys, you can just use a bit of cooking oil. I mean, a bit of cooking oil, doesn't matter if it's olive, extra virgin, ordinary oil, and just line the inside of whatever your container is. So hang on there, let's spray this a bit here. Woohoo! Releasing agent in, and then we start packing. Now, the easiest way to do this is start with your base. So you take a handful and you pop it into the base. Bang, like that, okay? And then you firm it down. And as you go, be careful not to go too thick. Normally on your first one that you make, you're going to be so scared and nervous that the bottom's going to fall out this thing, that you're going to make it extra thick. So if you are doing this for the first time, start with something that's actually got quite high sides, because by the time you finish packing it, you still might have some place to put a plant in when you're done. But don't get nervous. Like they say, the more you do it, the easier it becomes. So guys, at this point you can start getting really creative. We got these little flower concrete things. I don't actually know even what they are. We picked them up at a craft shop. The little fleur-de-lis here. You can also just use ordinary leaves, anything that's got a beautiful texture, and you can simply take something off like this. All right. You can then pop it here, all right, on the outside, so that you're going to get that beautiful texture and that inlay. So when you do pull this baby out, it's going to have that texture in it. So if you put the leaf there like that, you're going to take a handful and then you're going to carry on as normal and just carry on packing. Okay, folks, we're nearing the end here. Important things to remember is to try and keep your consistency. So your thickness around your wall, try and keep it the same all the way around, or else your pot's going to look a bit wonky. And not that that really matters, but it does help for aesthetics. Last thing we're going to do, take our finger and we're just going to make a little hole in the bottom, just like that. See there? And another hole over there. And then we take this baby outside and we're going to leave it in the sun for about 48 hours. That is more than enough to allow this to dry. How do you know when it's dry enough? Well, the color changes. It becomes a pale gray. You can actually start seeing it pulling away from the sides. And I know that you're going to have all the patience in the world to hold yourself back to when you're going to take these little babies out, but it's well worth the wait. So let's get this guy outside. All right, guys, this is where I get very excited because these three we made 48 hours ago. All right, so you can see the color has changed. All right, we've used the same shape because remember, in all container gardening, it's about consistency. Consistency of the shape, the texture, and the color. So let me show you how easy it is to take them out. Remember, we used that releasing agent. All you got to do is just take it. Now watch here, gently. Turn it over. Here we go. Just like that. And look at that. Do you see how it just pops out? Boom. Isn't that gorgeous? Now watch here. Isn't that stunning? And look at that. It's one of these tiles that you pick up from one of those craft shops. They're all the rage at the moment. And there is another beautiful pot. And watch this big boy. Same thing. Hey guys, just gently turn it over. There we go. And you see how easily this comes off. And let's turn this baby around. Oh man, aren't those gorgeous? Look at that. Now there's an arrangement of beautiful pots. Now to plant these up, I've got some ordinary potting soil. Remember, because I said right in the beginning, this is an easily draining material because of the vermiculite and the peat. So we've got ordinary potting soil. I've got a selection of some beautiful sedums, an aeonium, an echeveria, all these beautiful names, sempervivum, but don't really worry about all the names. Don't get caught up on that. Just work with the textures. Okay, clean it off here nicely. I'm going to add a bit of my gorgeous slate in now because I want that to really just work through all three of these. So pop them in there. Remember, this could be just a broken terracotta pot. It could be a few pieces of old tile that you've got lying around. Nice. And then final bits is we take our gravel, and I've got an aquarium gravel here. It's beautiful and fine. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. It's charcoal, so I think it's going to make these other colors really just pop. Same thing, just take a bit, glide it in with your hand, and we're going to get into all the bits and pieces and give it a lovely texture. So there you have it, guys. 2 days ago, we had no pots. 2 days later, we've got 3 pots with beautiful plants in them. The gravel just works so nicely. Remember, these pots are not only for succulents. You could put herbs in them, you could put bonsais into them, you could plant anything your heart desires. Remember, there are no rules. Just follow the 3 basic ingredients that I had, and this kind of gardening makes me so happy. I do just think that this pot just needs a little extra something on the left-hand side though. But you know, that's what they say about gardening. It's the ongoing art of seeking perfection, yet never quite achieving it.